Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the 8th episode of the Push Our Buttons podcast. I am Steve, and let me introduce my wonderful friends here. Whoever wants to go.
Don't all go at once. You know what?
I have made it clear multiple times. I let you guys go first.
That is true.
Listen,
yeah,
funny man.
I'll go first.
Yeah, it's your channel.
Okay,
go first.
Cool.
I'm sleepy.
Okay, that's fair.
Cool.
EB.
That's
Boy.
my. I feel like that's my catchphrase at this point. Is that a good catchphrase? Should I keep going?
I feel like it is.
I'm sleepy.
Listen, if it's not I'm sleepy, it's I'm hungry, which is another catchphrase of mine where I just go, I'm hungry.
Child.
As you're slapping your fucking belly.
You yummy yummy, feed me in my tummy. Anyway, hi, I'm Bottles. I'm sleepy.
There he is. He said it, everybody. He did it. He said it, Bottles.
Laugh! Laugh, please!
He said the thing. Lucas, put in a bunch of air horns.
I'm Pete. I'm a funny little guy. I do art. That's kind of I'm just here today. How's it going?
He said it, guys. He said it. He said he's just here. That's Peter's catchphrase. Hey,
Yeah, I'm here to say how much I liked content.
Yeah.
What the frick was that?
that was.
You,
the
you missed the warning before we started. Before you joined the call, I said that if you hear a loud buzzer, that's my dryer.
Oh, okay.
You're kidding.
I'm just like, what the frick?
Dude, it's loud as fuck.
No, I believe you.
I'm sitting right next to it. Anyway,
Hello, everybody. I am Brandon, also known as Capri. Having an existential crisis.
Yeah, he said his catchphrase.
No, my catchphrase is.
Well, at least you can say it. You can say it.
He's
I'm
the only
allowed
one
to
who
say it.
can.
Of course. Hey, how's it going, guys? It's me, Pal Pop. I'm the little local funny man who likes the fanny. That's all I got right now.
He said the
He
thing.
did it. He said his catchphrase.
He said he liked Fanny. That's his catchphrase.
That's true. The worst part is that is kind of true. This one ain't a joke, kids. Avert your eyes.
With introductions out of the way, let's jump right into the first topic. As always, what are we playing, guys?
Me play games? Never. Wouldn't ever do it.
What are video
No.
games?
Am I playing any video games other than what I'm streaming right now? The answer to that is no. So I guess I'm playing Mario RPG, which I just finished. I'm playing Spider-Man 2, which I just finished.
Yep.
And I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 3, which I'm nowhere near finishing.
No, like retrospective stuff?
No, not this time.
Oh, okay.
I haven't.
Are you finished with Crash?
No, definitely not. No, I have games coming up, but I kind of took a break from playing the games for a little bit.
That's
Probably
right.
gonna get back to it soon.
You're definitely not finished with Crash because you haven't texted me about how bullshit 100% in Crash 4 is yet.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, dude. No, the next Crash game that I have to play at this current time is Crash Mind Over Mutant on the DS.
Oh.
So I have no idea. I have no gauge of like if that game's good or not. So that's gonna be really funny.
I also passed on that one.
And then I get to the Insane Trilogy, which is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how my gaming's been. I haven't really had time to play anything on my own.
I guess I'll go. For me, the fuck have I been playing?
I feel like this
I'm
might be a
lost.
trend. I feel like this might be a trend this month.
Oh no!
Well, because I've been more focused on other things than freaking
No, I'm
playing
with
video
you.
games, unfortunately.
I'm with you, bro.
I've been playing things, but well, I'll let others go first.
Let's see. What the hell have I been playing? Oh, I've been playing Etrian Odyssey 3 still. That game is still hard. As shit. I started playing Pokemon Unite again because Phalanx came out.
Shit.
I'm
Freaking
gonna hardcore pick that back up when Ceruledge comes out.
like just the line of little guys. they got me. Fuck, they got me, and whenever I play them, you will not stop hearing me just scream squad whenever they use no retreat.
Squad!
Every single time I use no retreat, squad! Let's see. So there's that. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink actually got an update with 2 new characters and a couple of new missions, as well as a brand new boss fight. So that was fun to play against, getting my ass beat by fucking Lucifer himself. And that's about it.
I'll hop in now, just because for me also it's been, I'm a Be Real gang. In my free time, all I've played is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and that's it this month.
Yo!
That's all.
Let's go!
That's all I've been doing.
I would never touch that.
I don't know. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's like this is just, even though it's a slightly different format, but like I play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm like, this is like, I've been doing that. But there are some things.
I understand with you, like, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Still. It's just that when I wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, I downloaded Master Duel, played one time online, and then never again because I didn't even get a turn.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you on that one.
That's current online Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just kind of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now.
I'm just like,
If y'all don't know how to play, I guess, yeah. But...
Damn!
I don't.
Sorry, I don't win heads versus tails all the time.
Open your hand traps, bro. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you're right.
No, so that's really all I've been doing free time, because I too have been busy in many more ways than one. However, I do stream. I do play games. I started Sly 2 Bandit Thieves. I finally got back to the Sly Cooper series.
Hey.
You're playing the best one now.
Yeah, it is the best one. Everyone tells me it's the best one, and yeah, it's a massive glow up from the first one.
So good.
And even then, the first one's not bad. The first one's still not bad.
I like the first one.
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
but-
I definitely think that it peaked with 2.
Yeah,
sure.
that's what everyone seems to say. I'm actually really scared to play 4 because like I've heard nightmare stuff about that game.
I like 4.
Yeah, I heard it's one of those where it's like, yeah, they like it.
I'm
or
a
you
4
don't.
defender. I don't think it's that bad.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's great. It's fun. I like the characters. Fun fact that I only learned recently. I think it's really funny how Carmelita has like her VA changes in like every game.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
It's not. She's the only one who's not
Yeah,
consistent.
yeah, she's not
throughout all 4
consistent
games
at all. Even like her accent changes between different voice actors.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's very weird. That being said, I still love her. But
Yep.
oh
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's also funny because that makes 2 PlayStation characters who have a different voice actor in every single appearance, and that the other one also being Alora.
Oh, I
This is
didn't. I
true.
didn't know that. Yeah.
But
Laura-
yeah,
Laura
but she
from
only
Spyro.
appears like twice.
No. I'm talking
Oh,
about
I'm fucking
Spyro 2,
stupid.
Spyro 3,
Yeah.
Reignited, and Crash Team Rumble. She has
Yeah,
a different voice actor in every game.
Yeah, I
you're
know
right.
that, but yeah. So Sly 2 is great so far. I'm only on the second world right now, so like, but it's good. I mean, it's just a great improvement from the first game. You get 2 other playable characters. Murray has such a glow up in this game. Of like,
Dude,
Murray's
I
a fine
love Murray in
character
2.
in 1. He's like a character in 2, and he's
Yep.
fucking sends me with everything he says.
Sly 2 is why Murray is my favorite character in that series. Like, he's so good in that.
The Thunderflap knows friend nor foe, only destruction. But yeah, Sly 2's been great. But the big game I started and finished just recently this month, and everyone on this call right now who has told me to play it because, Lucas, this game is 100% up your alley. Well, go jerk yourself off tonight because you're 100% correct. I finished Inscription.
I will be jerking myself off.
And holy fucking shit, this game is so fucking good. I was, by the end of it, the finale of that game, I was fucking floored. No fucking notes, just stunned at the end of it. I loved Inscription, dude. And the fact that there's also just a roguelike mode too now that you can play, which is like has some additional lore stuff too. And what's really cool about it is like the lore element to it, I didn't realize how deep it goes. I did not realize how deep it goes. And I want to say very little about this because I don't want to spoil anything about this game for people because even though it's been out for so long, this is one of those cases where I liked something so much, I just don't want to say things too much about it, because I really think it's worth playing completely cold turkey like how I did. And I can't praise it enough. I'm looking to play Daniel Mullen's other stuff now. So that is nothing but high praise for Inscription. Also, I played Doug Hugg'em, which was an April Fool's game Mega 64 released.
Was it good?
Doug Hugg'em?
It's very clearly a shit post in video game form.
Hell yeah.
But it's funny because like they made that video years ago, and the release date they said in the video was March 2024, and the bit was that despite them hitting March 2024, they delayed it onto April 1st, and they're infamously
really
like a group
funny.
who like they hate April Fool's shit, like shit that gets announced and it's not real. So they actually made it. So I knew they were gonna actually do something. like, I didn't know what it was. No, yeah, it's a very like quick little funny game. It's not. It's just funny. But yeah, that's me. That was me this month.
I guess I'll go.
Go for it.
I am currently playing Stellar Blade, like right now, right this second.
Classic Peter
on
playing
stream.
games during the podcast.
Always. It's not a podcast unless I'm playing a video game while we're doing it. We're the Game Controller Network, guys. Come on.
Come on, what do you expect? I say that like I'm also not currently playing a video game while recording the pod.
Listen. We're ADHD brained people. It happens.
I'm also playing
staying-
Master Duel right now.
Me staying,
Am I the only
staying-
one not playing a game right now?
me staying quiet while I play Pokemon Unite.
Yes!
All right, fuck it.
And Honkai Star Rail.
Gamer time! Gamer
All
time!
right, fuck it. I'm gonna grab my DS and play fucking Kirby Planet Robobot.
I can't wait for the pinnacle moment of the podcast when we're all dead silent because we all get real focused.
We're all like, wait, hold on. I have to fucking beat
Not
Wispy
a
Woods.
single word is said. Oh man. So I'm playing Stellar Blade. I also last week I just played the FF16 DLC, which I'll talk more about.
Oh, I still have to play
Actually, we didn't put it on the list. So I figure I guess I'll just put it in the what we've been playing stuff. So I'll just talk about the 16
I have.
DLC now.
Keep in mind, I haven't played it yet, so.
Okay, so big spoiler alert, right?
No.
Okay,
So it
so
has to do with
it ends
Leviathan.
with
Right. So basically, at the end, Clive, right? So it's Cloud shows up. You're like, what?
what the fuck? Huh? Yeah, FF7 was just a big sequel to FF16. Weird,
Aerith
right?
falls through the ceiling and says, "Oh my god, I didn't die. This is where I went. That's crazy. That's wild, dude." See you in FF7 remake
3, everybody.
guys. And then
See you in Street Fighter 5, everybody.
The 16 DLC was very cool. I still haven't actually finished the everything that was added because they also added a new challenge mode that was shown off at the PAX East panel. It's called Kairo's Gate.
Kyrie's Gate?
Kairo's Gate. Kairo. Cairo.
Like the city, but
the
not
city.
spelt right?
But yeah, it's rough. Granted,
Yeah,
keep in mind,
you warned me about this one.
keep in mind I'm playing it on Final Fantasy mode. Because of course I am, but also like that's my 100% file. Like that's because it's post New Game Plus. So I'm playing at the hardest possible difficulty. And there is a DPS check in the main DLC that I did got by a couple times because I was unprepared. Well, because of the nature of the gameplay, I was unprepared for said DPS check. I eventually figured out the rhythm of attacks I had to throw out to get it right, but it was rough. That being said, the Kairos Gate stuff is so fucking hard. Basically, it's just a trial by fire. You're going through, as the description says, the circles of hell in a existential torment.
Oh my god.
Words used
pretty metal.
in game to describe the challenge.
It's pretty fucking metal.
But yeah, no, it's just a wave after wave of enemies. But in between each three, so it's 3 rounds per battle, and between each set of 3 rounds, it takes you to a menu where you can buy permanent boost, temporary boost, and also change up your ability kit if you want to. It is I've made it to floor. I believe there's 20 floors. I made it to at least floor 9.
Oh my god.
And there are bosses from earlier in the game.
Oh,
there are bosses in the run. So at certain floors, like not really a spoiler because you've already technically fought her, but she's in the challenge. Garuda is in the game, but not the Titan. Like
the race from Zelda?
No, not the first Zelda. No, the I can't remember her
fucking,
name.
What the hell? Benedicta.
Benedicta, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll Benedict
you
her.
get to fight Benedicta again.
Yeah, her prime.
Yo, nice.
Oh my god.
I think she might be stronger. It's rough, but there's no cutscenes in between. It's just a full fight. There's no there's no saving grace. There's no checkpoints here.
Yeah.
And if you die, you go back to the start, run it back again. It's a roguelike,
Holy
basically.
Shit. That's crazy.
And it's fucking rough. And I'm like, I'm not going to get through this anytime soon, I think. I think it's going to be one of those things where every now and then I go, I'm going to try the challenge again. And then get beat, and then I go, maybe next time. And then it's just going to be something I do on and off. Because it's a lot. It's a lot. Now, there's ways to cheese it, per se, in the sense that I could go in and buy the permanent boost of the timely assist rings, but in the form of permanent boost. So it just, like, adds, like, the better evasion and stuff like that. And I could do that just to get it over with so that I get whatever's behind the challenge. But if I'm being honest with you, Mama didn't raise no bitch. So
puts hands in pockets, Kevin James this shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it as would be deemed standard, basically in this case. I just try my best. But yeah, so that's fun. With the first bit of money that I got back after I put payments in for my credit cards, I decided right away to fight for democracy. So I also got Helldivers too.
Hey, democracy.
I haven't played too much of that yet. I only think I played it the Sunday that I bought it so far because I then had to work all week. But yeah, that is also cool. So yeah, I've been gaming. I'm back in the gaming.
Yeah, I'm what you would maybe call a gamer.
Gamer. Now that I have money, I'm a gamer again.
A pretty epic gamer is that.
I play Helldivers 2 and anime.
What's that?
Spondo game.
What's that? A collector's edition where all I get is like a 6 CD?
How?
Here's $20 more.
How quaint.
Yes, I will pay double the price.
I will
Why?
pre-order for the Baby Sonic keychain.
I laugh like I didn't
so-
get the
No, I
Baby
did it too.
Sonic keychain.
I did it too.
I'm there. What's funny is post Stellar Blade, I don't think there's that many more games right around the corner that I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in about
Yeah.
that
At least-
case too. a
well,
little bit.
Yeah.
Next month
I'm
I
just-
get my Paper
I'm just
Mario.
waiting for the end of
Mario.
Yeah,
June.
that's true. That's true. Next month is Paper Mario.
Paper Mario's next month. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, man. Oh sweet. So that means I do have something to play
is
before I
looking
wait for
great.
Dawn Trail to come out.
So, I guess I'll go. I have also been playing a little bit of Stellar Blade. I haven't gotten too far into it because I hit my mic. I haven't had like a lot of time to play it. I've also been bouncing back and forth between playing Stellar Blade and playing Sandland because that came out the same day.
You could be playing it right now.
I could be, but I'm recording this.
Yeah, we shouldn't be playing video games on the pod. Anyway, back to Kirby Superstar.
Yeah,
You
so
feel so
I
nonchalantly.
So yeah, I've been bouncing back and forth between Stellar Blade and Sandland. I'm enjoying both of them. They're both pretty fun. I really didn't know too much about Stellar Blade going into it. I just saw that initial reveal trailer and said this game looks really cool, and then like didn't see too much about it. Like obviously I saw the stuff that was trending online and shit, but I didn't like see too much of the gameplay. So imagine my surprise when I go into it and I immediately get like a wave of like, oh, this has Souls influences.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And
I
very infamously don't like Souls likes.
But it's very fun.
No, this one is getting me because
it's got
it is like it does it has Soul inspiration, but it's not a Souls like, I would say.
It's got the Souls, it's got the difficulty of a Souls game, but the combat is something out of like
the combat is very action RPG focused first and foremost, which I
Astral
like.
Chain.
Yeah. So
what's the other one? That came? Scarlet Nexus.
Yeah, which I've also been playing. That game is great too.
I have to get back to that.
So that's what's keeping me. And then Sandland is really fun so far. It's I'm not like super far into it, but so far it's very much just like it reminds me a lot of Kakarot in a way. But a little less repetitive than Kakarot was.
Steve, did you
Mr. Sandman.
Did you
give me a
read the one-shot manga or watch the show at all? Or?
I did not. I do plan to.
Because I am also looking forward to Sandland. I just I said off screen, but my copy hasn't come in yet, and I'm gonna be playing it for the channel. But I've read the one-shot manga. I actually own the one-shot manga, and I also I watched the show that came out prior. And I'm a fan of it personally. I really like it as.
Yeah, I definitely want to check out more of it once I finish the game. It's also really funny because I was playing the game and we got to see because the main character is Beelzebub, and we got to see his dad, who's Lucifer, who has the exact same design as Deborah.
Yeah, he has really pointier horns, but he looks a lot like Deborah.
Yeah, like facial structure he's just Deborah. Yeah. But it's really funny because he walks into the room and he's like, "Oh, it's Lucifer." And here sits this Deborah-looking motherfucker, and he speaks, and I immediately recognize the voice as Keith Silverstein. And I'm like,
Vector?
Hello. Not what I expected to come out of you, because I was fully expecting just Deborah's voice.
Deborah just like, find the computer room.
So I've been playing those two games. I've been playing those two. I also, because my birthday was earlier this month, my brother got me Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, and I've been playing a little bit of that. And what a significant fucking improvement.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun.
It is
I literally
really good.
I bought it because
Zuko just dropped recently, and I've been playing a bit of him, and he's really fun.
I have not heard anything about that game since it dropped, and I'm just
it's pretty good. Honestly.
It's so much fun.
It's a significant improvement over the first one.
I played it a little bit because I had to record some gameplay footage for Quentin Reviews for his Nicktoons Unite video, and I had a really good time with it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Garfield is a pretty busted character.
Yeah, honestly. But yeah, I've been enjoying that. I also, while we're talking on fighting games, because I literally just picked it up recently because it was on sale on Steam, I finally am getting around to playing the Killer Instinct reboot that came out years ago.
Holy fuck. Oh, that was not what I was expecting you to say. Holy shit.
Yeah, right?
Dude, I fucking love that game. That game's so fucking good.
It fucking slaps, dude. It's great. It's really good.
Even though
it's really good.
Even though they nerfed Rash, I'm so mad about it, but it is what it is.
I'm never playing that game online because I will not sit through like 3 hours of Ultra Combo.
But yeah, no, I've been playing. I haven't played too much of it because I've been juggling a lot of games. But I immediately like loaded it up, went into training mode, and picked Riptor and just started ripping ass. And I'm like, this is awesome.
Yo, ripping ass, I know what that's like. I've been in the room.
So I've been playing a bit of that. And yeah, that's essentially all I have been playing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it.
And Phil, what have you been? Oh. Phil died.
No!
Unfortunately, Phil is not with us again today. We miss him as always.
He'll be back. Hopefully
I will
next
say,
time.
real quick note for those Kingdom Hearts people out there. Very funny moment happening in Stellar Blade. There's a location in this game, like very early on, called Zion.
Oh, yeah.
And it's spelt Xion.
Yeah, it's spelled like Shion.
Yeah. I knew it.
And I walk up and I see the sign and I went,
oh. I also had that
Can
reaction.
I buy some ice cream?
Who am I gonna eat ice cream?
Let's move on to the next thing.
Oh, I'm also playing with my cock. That's also
Right
Good
now?
for you, buddy.
Yo, same!
Proud of you guys.
Good for you.
Proud of you guys.
good for you, son.
Gold star.
Are you winning, son? Yes.
No.
There was. I got Monkey Pod.
We got a new
I absolutely got Monkey's Pod. I've been asking for so long for a new Rayman game.
And we got it!
We got a new Rayman game.
We did it! We won!
Rayman the board game.
Is it made by Ubisoft?
It is, yes.
Yeah, we won, boys!
Yeah, made by Ubisoft, because when you play their games, Ubisoft. Got it.
But yeah, they announced Rayman the board game, which honestly, I'm probably gonna get it because it's Rayman board game, and like they showed like two pieces. They showed one for Rayman and Globox, and like they are genuinely just well-made figures. Rayman does not have well-made figures,
They literally
so
just
it's pretty
look
cool.
Like, they literally just look like they just like were playing Rayman Legends and then just ripped the pieces off of the TV.
Yeah, genuinely, it looks really.
It
good.
looks pretty
So,
good.
I'm interested
I hope
to
it
see.
sucks.
I'm interested to see how it plays, what the objective is.
I hope this is the last main piece of Rayman media ever to be made.
I hope the next game you get is Mayran.
I would be.
Hey,
I would laugh
wait,
Listen, I would laugh hysterically if that was the last piece of Rayman media.
I'd be
can
so
we
fucking
talk?
upset,
Can we talk?
dude.
Can we talk about though? When was the last time a Rayman game was made? It was Rayman Legends, right?
Yeah, it was like
Which came out
2013.
like what year did that come out?
2013.
Wasn't there a mobile game?
Was there?
Yeah, there were a couple mobile games afterwards. Like there was an Apple Arcade one, but it's kind of just like an endless runner kind of thing.
I know. I just thought you mentioned it.
Okay,
They're fun, but like literally you can only play one of them now. The other ones have all been delisted.
Love it. Love it. Love modern video
'cause-
games. It's great.
Because what I'm thinking of, right, is like, are there legitimately some people, because it's been long enough, right, that are just like, a Rayman board game? That dude that was like snorting coke and eating sushi off a cow?
Yeah, I'm sure there probably is. Look, I'm glad
That
Rayman
dude
is
from
having...
the Rabid games?
Yeah, I'm glad Rayman is having a little bit of a resurgence between Captain Laserhawk and the Rayman and the Phantom Show DLC, and now this board game. It's nice to see him be relevant. But,
can I have a game?
Yeah, can I have a video game, please?
I will
Please,
do you
sir.
one better.
Can
Listen,
I have a game?
Listen, Rayman Legends and the one that was before that, what was it, Origins?
Yeah,
That was nice.
I love those games.
Can I get like a legitimate Rayman 4?
Yeah.
Like, Rayman 3 is such a good fucking
I
game.
fucking love Rayman 3, dude.
Rayman 3 is
love it
so,
so
like,
much.
the like power-up system in that game is so cool.
Oh, dude,
Uh,
combat fatigues. That's exactly what we need.
And also, like,
I love them.
the writing is so funny.
Oh, dude. And John Leguizamo is Globox.
Yeah, John Leguizamo
Which
is
is-
Glowbox,
but
wasn't
weirdly
Billy
enough-
West? Billy West was
weirdly
the
en-
Fly, right?
Billy West was Murphy, yeah. Weirdly
Yeah.
enough, John Leguizamo only voices Globox in-game. In the pre-rendered cutscenes, he has a different voice actor. And I don't know why that is.
Maybe they couldn't afford him. They couldn't afford that much Leguizamo.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
We get like the super sexy music during the slides.
Yeah. Dude, that music is so good.
It's fucking dude. Rayman 3.
Absolute
Needs...
banger of a game.
Can we get a Rayman Insane trilogy?
Hell yeah, dude.
That'd be fucking wild. Like, imagine like Rayman 1. Like, imagine just jumping from Rayman 1 to Rayman 2
Rayman 2.
in a ground up remake.
It would be pretty crazy
Yeah.
to get a Rayman Insane trilogy, considering that naming wouldn't really work for Rayman. 'Cause
Can you shut up? Fine.
But like, if
Fine.
they,
Can I get the
honestly,
Rayman Glowbox trilogy?
You're right. Honestly, like if they do like a Rayman like remake trilogy, I would be totally down if they just like fully like HD upscale remaster remake from the ground up Rayman 2 and 3 as fully fledged 3D platformers with new shit. But for Rayman 1, they just fucking make it a third Origins game.
Or they could give us the remake we've all wanted, which was Rayman Arena.
Hey, don't talk shit on Rayman Arena. I fucking love that game.
Dude, that game's... What was the other one that was on PS1 that was like a racing game?
Rayman Rush.
Yeah, that game sucks.
Rayman Rush is literally just the racing segment of Rayman Arena, but with worse controls.
It's the worst. It sucks.
It's not good.
It's the Sonic R of Rayman,
Yeah, literally, yeah.
but it's bad.
Yeah.
Sonic R is a masterpiece, only known to the gods.
Speaking of R, let's move on to our next topic.
Stellar Blade R.
I have written down Stellar Blade drops the hard R.
It sure
Everybody's
did.
looking at that booty. Everybody, sorry.
So yeah, for those of you who don't know, there was graffiti in Stellar Blade that just said hard, and it was placed right next to a sign for an R shop. So there's just a big hard R on a wall somewhere.
Before we for those who don't know, let's give a little history on racism, right?
No, no, Peter, no.
So the hard R.
Out of all the people that should actually be giving a lesson on racism, it should be me. Second of all, no.
Hey, I think as the resident racist,
I hate you.
What the?
I'm
Can we- Lucas,
Yes,
Lucas,
yes.
can we cut Peter out of the episode?
Oh, dude, he's a singular track. That's easy.
Can we get rid of this guy?
That's it. I'm breaking in your house.
I'll just,
Oh, no.
I'll just dub over. I'll just dub over Peter with like. I'll invite my friend
Jokes.
over.
Jokes aside,
Oh brother, this guy stinks.
You just dub him as the resident Peter.
jokes aside, there is something very funny about that setup, which I can't by all means sit here and think was on purpose.
No, because in Japan they don't really know what that word is.
Right.
That's very clear by all the Japanese streamers saying the N-word when they play GTA 5.
Yes, they don't know what it means.
Yeah,
Because they don't
and
really
it
gets
have
better.
like
It's gold.
they don't really have that like.
They
I
don't.
don't know what to-
Racism doesn't exist.
No, you know what I mean. No, I mean like I'm trying to think of the word for it, but like I don't know.
No,
You know what I'm trying to
I
get
really
at.
genuinely think that was just a big oversight.
But-
It's
Oh,
really,
100%.
It's
Absolutely.
really funny. It's really funny.
No, it's hilarious.
But
It gets funnier.
Dude,
It was-
the image of Eve just standing there gazing at a wall that says hard R is fucking hilarious.
Wait,
Yeah.
guys, the punchline stacks itself, guys, because they ended up seeing stuff on Twitter and they removed the
and
the
now it
hard
says crime
name.
R.
It says crime, right, which is according to Urban Dictionary another slur.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
They just not winning.
No way.
It's so
And
good.
it's still there, and I hope it stays because it's hilarious that they just traded one for the other.
Can we be maybe
Holy shit.
still offensive, but like less?
It's very man. What a fucking
What a world.
They swap it out again and just replace it with Sonic, so now there's just a Sonic R in the game.
like wow.
That'd be-
Who'd have thought? How did
What-
we get the
and then-
Sonic art reference in the game?
And then, well, you see, and
It
then
all
we look up
started with accidental racism.
and then we look up on Urban Dictionary that Sonic R is also a slur.
Oh my god! Everything is racist!
No, it's not on Urban Dictionary. It's on Suburban Dictionary.
Everything is racist.
No.
Oh god. But anyway, that's that. I thought it was pretty funny, just because of like it was completely coincidental, and they had no idea that it was a slur. So there's just a giant hard R graffiti on the wall. It's a
really
funny
funny.
image. It's just a funny
so
image.
good.
It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
funny.
It's just a really just an example of just like an oversight and how that could just come
Yeah.
out really funny. Like,
Yeah. I also think it's really funny how the developers saw that and were like, "What? Like what?
Yeah.
It's hard R, like hard R
about-
rating because the game's mature."
Yeah.
Oh,
That
shit!
that has like the same energy as like your racist uncle that doesn't know he's racist.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh god.
You know what it reminds me of? You ever see that Key and Peele skit where Key's playing the country songs that are all like super racist, but he doesn't get it?
No, I've never seen
Please,
that one. That
please
sounds
watch
really
that
funny.
clip. It's so funny.
I also want to reference something real quick that I saw on Twitter also, which is a separate video, but in the same vein, which is as this whole Stellar Blade hard thing was happening, I saw funny like Twitter video someone posting like of the Hard Rock Cafe where it just says "Save the planet." Yeah, it's a pretty good message. I can get behind that. Wait a minute, and then it says "Hard R" because the off is out.
Oh my god.
I also like how like the same day that Hard R was trending, so was Fozzie. So many memes. Fozzie, no!
So
Hey everybody, you know what?
someone-
it's really funny.
Waka Nick.
No!
Waka
Fozzie, you can't say that!
You know who likes coming
Fozzie!
to these kinds of clubs?
someone edited Fozzie onto the Laugh Factory
Yeah.
because of that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh, that's really funny.
God, it's so funny.
So let's move on to more recent things, because this literally was announced yesterday, or 2 days ago rather.
All of the things we're gonna talk about are from like 2 days ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, can we
first
just
off,
be honest with these guys? Like, honestly, we thought nothing was gonna happen this month, and then all of a sudden everything happened.
So anyway, River City Girls 2 is getting a new DLC featuring Billy and Jimmy from Double Dragon, which is already pretty cool to have.
That's pretty dope.
The Double Dragon boys in a River City Ransom game. But said Double Dragon boys are being voiced by the Game Grumps themselves, Danny and Aaron, which was such a fucking cool surprise that I was not ready for when they showed that reveal trailer.
Dude, I love Danny and Arnold.
Yeah, I was genuinely like, this is awesome. This is really cool. Like, I'm already interested in this DLC because it's, you know, Double Dragon crossover with River City Ransom. But now I have even more of a reason to check it out because the Grumps are in it. And I'm like, that's super cool. I love that. I love how it's
gotta play
I love how
City
it's
Girls.
yeah, it's good. I also love how Aaron's like portrayal of Jimmy's just like, yo, it's me, you know, like that stereotypical like anime dude voice he does, and then Danny's just like, oh hey Jimmy, what's up? Like, I love it. It's so funny.
I really want them at least at some point during that game to call them Bimmy and Jimmy.
Well, yeah, because that was the original joke tweet. Was
Yeah, I
they were
saw
like,
that.
guys, we're adding
Like,
Billy
they
and
gotta-
Jimmy. It was they
gotta
posted
do
that on
it-
April Fools.
They got to
And
do
now,
that
and now
on,
it's like, all right, no, we're actually adding Billy and Jimmy.
like they actually got to do that in game. In fact, I want Aaron Hansen to only call himself Bimmy.
It's so funny. Yeah, no, I love it. I think it's really cool that, like, because Aaron's been in a lot of stuff voice acting wise. I think it's really cool to have both of them in it.
It's always a jump scare though. Like I'll hear like
yeah.
Aaron Hansen like in like fucking Owl House.
yeah,
or
dude,
like Rick and
Whiplash
Morty,
I
and
had
I'll
watching the Owl House finale, and fucking Aaron is in it. I'm like, huh?
or like Rick and Morty he's in too, and I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Aaron Hansen jump scare, or even
I
the
was
one in
watching it.
FF7.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that one caught me so off guard. Because it's just the fucking, you know, his fucking Dr. Cecil H.H. Mills voice.
Yeah.
And I'm just walking by and it's just like, do you have what it takes to see the faker? I'm like, what the fuck? Huh?
No, the biggest Game Grumps jump scare that happened before this Double Dragon thing is not only hearing Aaron's voice in Mighty Magiswords, but also hearing Dan sing the theme song.
Yeah. That was...
I really wish Magiswords was a better show. I really like the art
Yeah,
style.
it's
too.
not...
I
didn't
liked Mighty
translate
Magiswords.
well it didn't translate well from short to full show with its
Yeah,
pacing.
yeah,
The pacing is still way too fast.
It made it way.
Yeah.
That's what completely. Yeah, you nailed it on the head because you're right. Like it made. I know this is we're talking about cartoons now. But like, yeah, I really like that show's art style a lot. But it's just like the actual. I couldn't watch it. I was just like, this is not my thing. Like,
Yeah, the
I'm
pacing's just too much.
Yeah.
However, I do think that as far as translating from shorts to full series, Villainous did much better with its pacing.
I need to watch
I've never
Villainous.
watched any of the actual like show of Villainous.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple episodes. It's pretty
I've
good.
seen a lot of people get horny over that pink
Oh,
girl.
the streamer girl. Yeah, I've seen that too. That's
Yeah,
the only
that
thing I've
is
seen.
that is the most I've seen of the actual show of Villainous. And I'm just wondering, when the hell are they gonna just show it in America? Like, really?
And I'm wondering why
Yeah.
am I like this?
Why am I like this? Why? Next up, we have a very interesting situation that happened.
We have a hear no evil, see no evil,
I got
see no evil moment right now.
I got you right now. So we're talking about Nintendo versus Gmod right now. So as the story goes, Nintendo essentially threatened to sue Garry's Mod, and essentially telling them that they need to delete anything in their game, creative content, fan-made content, what have you, that is in the game that is Nintendo related. And Garry's Mod is, of course, complying, but like they're like, it's gonna take a while because it's literally 20 years worth of content.
Yep.
And of course, you know, everybody's like, fucking Nintendo, like, what's the point? Like, why? Ends up, it wasn't Nintendo. Apparently, this is a very notorious troll that has been going around filing false DMCA takedowns.
Yep.
And they essentially tricked Garry's Mod. But honestly, I think Garry's Mod is still deleting the content because they're paranoid.
Well, that's funny because I thought I saw a thing from some like a tweet of someone who worked on Garry's Mod that was like, we confirmed that it is definitely Nintendo.
Well, apparently it wasn't. Apparently it was just
I remember seeing that it was a troll, but then I saw something after that it was actually Nintendo.
The last I've heard of it is that it was a known troll that essentially impersonated Nintendo. Whether it is Nintendo or not, it is pretty sad to see that just all Nintendo-related content is just now being deleted.
It's pretty upsetting.
As of April 25th, 2024, Gary Newman himself, yes, we have got your emails and DMs. We have seen your threads. We're doing our investigations. We need to take things seriously, particularly from Nintendo, but we also can't let people misuse DMCA. And then the reply, I have been assured that the takedowns have been verified by Nintendo as legit. So
damn.
So I'm looking at it so it says I have been assured that the takedowns.
Yeah. Okay, so it is Nintendo, which is worse.
Can I add the one thing I wanted to add to this part specifically? Because now what I'm wondering about this whole scenario is this just going to extend to the in-game Garry's Mod stuff, or like content that was made with Garry's Mod using Nintendo assets?
In-game.
In-game?
I hope just in-game for one reason and one reason only. Bro, if this is what if Nintendo takes down Team Fabulous 2, there will be a fucking riot on the internet. I'll be fucking furious if they take that down.
Yeah.
But
hell, I would be sad if they take down. They're probably gonna, but if they take down that Mario Kart map, Kart map is so good.
That might go. Yeah. That actually might go, and that's an iconic map from Garry's Mod.
It's all things in game, so that'll probably go.
Yeah, it's so sad because it's 20 years worth of work from fans of Nintendo just down the drain. And I know that this is just classic Nintendo fashion, but who, why?
I'm getting so sick of Nintendo just hating their fans.
It's kind of insane at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
I say it all the time. God, I fucking miss Iwata.
But like, here's the thing, like from a company standpoint, taking down emulators, I understand. Because you might want to resell those games. You're probably not gonna, but you might want to someday, and you want that demand to rise. I understand.
It's my IP to sit on and do nothing with.
Exactly. It is the fucking Smiling Friends Chicky Nuggy CEO. But like, realistically, if you take something away or make something inaccessible for so long, then people will want it, and then you can sell it back to them again.
Yep.
I also understand taking down fan games. It's dumb. It is really stupid to take down a fan game, but technically you are using characters that don't belong to you. So I guess in a sense, I understand that as well. It's shitty. It sucks because it's just fans that love you, but like, I understand. Taking down Garry's Mod stuff,
it makes no sense.
I don't understand. What monetary gain does anybody get out of that?
None. Literally none.
The only thing that you can maybe argue is that Valve does, because it makes people want to download Garry's Mod.
I guess, but like,
But also, how relevant is Garry's Mod content?
yeah.
Unless you're SMG4, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
I kind of wonder if that is what made them
started it.
like kind of
I
started
would
to sniff out.
genuinely, I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't be
for the
surprised
record,
either.
I don't really care at all about SMG4. I don't really give a
Neither
shit.
do I.
But like,
I don't think their content's funny.
no, it's not even that. I just don't care. Like it's I
Yeah.
just legitimately just don't care. But like that has gotten a big following where they do like merch and stuff. Like, and I'm not trying to point fingers to the
Yeah.
record. I don't want it to seem like that. But like,
No,
I
I
wonder
get
if that's what caused them to sniff that out and be like, "Ooh, that's our cue." Like, you know. I hope not. Like,
But it's just asinine, because it's like, at this point, how far are they gonna go?
yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Like, are they gonna start cracking down on Let's Plays again? Are they gonna
I forgot
start,
about that. That was fucking dumb.
or
Yeah, it was really
or
stupid.
are they gonna start taking down like comic dubs or like fan comics and fan art? Like, how far does it go?
Yeah, just fucking let people make shit. I don't know. Like,
Exactly. Like, what you listen? Sega got it right. You want
Yeah.
you don't chastise the people that make your fan games. You hire them.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you, and then they can go on to do their own shit, like they did with Penny's Big Breakaway.
and even,
Yeah.
even like too. I just like. I think to me it's like the really time so like a company should step in is if like someone is making an egregious amount of money with their IP or something. So, like someone selling
Yeah.
like art prints of like Mario, like no, that's fucking fine. Who gives a shit? I'm talking like they're making like 5 figures off of content. Then I can understand that. But these
Yeah.
are just
If
fans making a fucking fan Mario game where Mario
It's
every time
fans
Mario
showing
jumps
their
he farts.
dedication
Like,
to
For
the franchise that
free.
you
Yeah.
created. It's like it's literally fans showing appreciation for you, and that's like if I went up to like a guitarist I like, and I'm like, oh man, dude, I love your music, you're so good. I learned how to play your songs, and because I look up to you, and he goes, give me your guitar, and just snaps it in half.
yeah,
and
yeah.
and I'll see you in
Don't play
court.
my music. It's like it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, it's just weird to me. I don't know. I feel like it's just like if fans are just doing like this. The funny thing about this is like usually I'm very like I don't really care about what fans say, but this is a case where it's just like it's not a matter of that. It's just a matter of just like nothing bad is really coming out of this. You know?
Yeah,
It's not even it's not even that nothing bad is coming out of it. It's also like, for one thing, you're hurting your own brand.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
makes you look like an asshole. Like
It just makes you look bad. Like, I know it's Nintendo, and like Nintendo can't do anything, and then you're not gonna buy Mario. You know, that's
yeah,
like
they're untouchable.
like,
they're unfortunately
yeah.
they're untouchable. Where
Yeah,
it's like,
and,
yeah.
I've said this for years now as well. I love the content that Nintendo puts out. I hate them as a company.
Yeah, I guess
Nintendo is literally Disney now.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way about Disney. I love the content they
And
put out. Hate them as a company.
unfortunately, I hate to say this as it is, but gamers unfortunately have time and time again shown that they are too weak to not buy something that they love. Even if the company's beating the crap out of them, even if the company's going ahead and like doing the worst shit ever,
Well, because like
they
here's the
still
pro-
come back because they still make good games.
well, here's the thing though, is that like it's a bit more of a complicated issue than that, because if you disagree with what Nintendo does, right? Like, that's Nintendo's lawyers, that's Nintendo's like marketing department, the Nintendo higher ups even. But when it comes to stuff like let's say like you were pissed at this, so now you want to boycott like Paper Mario, right? Okay, but now you are taking people who have spent years and years working hard on these games that have had nothing to do with that decision that Nintendo has made.
yeah.
And now you're punishing their work, and it's going to make them look bad, and then they're not going to be hired by the same company you're trying to hate.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately,
it
this is the
hurts
whole entire
people that
problem.
aren't it hurts people that aren't part of the issue.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, when it comes to big corporations, that is unfortunately the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because a lot of people do think about the small people that actually do a lot that does all of the work, not a lot, all of the work.
Yeah.
Well, the higher ups sit on their asses and get to do whatever they want.
Eat chicken
But,
nuggets.
but again, this is a problem that unfortunately it's either going to be we are going to keep on letting them do this, or we're going to have to say that is enough. But unfortunately, I see this as going the way of we're going to let them keep on doing this because every single time we tried to boycott a game, how well has it worked?
Well, you can't. The thing is that you can't control the actions of literally billions of people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's
Like
why I said,
you can
no
boycott.
matter-
Yeah, it's like you can boycott a game all you want, but like you're one out of how many?
Yeah, and even when gamers try to actually get together and do it, unfortunately, there's also the opposite crowd that because you hate it, they're gonna now buy it.
Yeah.
Look, we're going off of video games real quick, but this is a good example. Look at Velma Season 2.
Yeah.
Is that getting
should
any traction?
exi-
Is there
Yes,
getting
it
any
is.
traction?
Yeah.
Yes, it is, because people are hate watching it again.
Because people don't fucking learn.
Well, okay, hold on. Let me dispel the rumors about the hate watching causing season 2 Velma thing, because that's not what happened.
no, I know that's not
No,
what happened.
I'm not saying that's not what happened.
But I'm saying
That's what
it
happened.
could cause a season 3.
It's a problem
Yeah,
because hate
but I'm like-
watching
but
does
also
not
he-
do anything.
I was gonna say, like, thankfully, I don't like, at least with like all the people that I watch, no one has been talking about Velma, not a single person, and honestly, that's great.
It's just people who want clout, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like, that's great. Don't fucking watch it, because the first
I
season was so
already
bad.
know.
Why the fuck would I watch? I'm not gonna watch it. I watched like the first 3 episodes of season 1, and I was like, I'm good.
I just
I didn't even.
I
watch
just
season
knew off the
1.
bat I
looked
wouldn't
at
like it,
and
so I just didn't even
I
bother.
looked at the trailer and said no.
It's
Yeah,
just-
honestly, the trailer was all I needed to know that
Yeah.
show was gonna be dog shit.
I wanted
And I-
wanted to give it a chance
That's fair.
because
No,
I
that's
wanted
fair.
to see
That's
what it
fair.
was. And also, before you get mad at me for maybe hate watching, no, because I pirated it.
Oh, y'all hard feedly d.
Yar har.
I will say,
me.
I will say, I do think it's pretty funny because I did see this one image on Twitter floating around. I do think it's pretty funny how there is another Velma in the show who looks like the actual Velma from. And
what?
Everyone's like,
The
"You're following the wrong one! You're following the wrong one!"
No,
No.
the actual Velma and Daphne were put into the show.
Yeah.
and I know they did that on purpose.
That's
And
kind of funny.
somebody shared like it was like me yelling at the cameraman that they're following the wrong Velma, and it's the scene of Daffy Duck from the Looney Tunes show where they're melting his float. Turn off the water! Turn off the water!
But yeah, there's a picture that literally shows like the Velma and Daphne, and then the original Velma and Daphne, and they walk past each other, and I'm just like, why don't what
does this
why?
mean? What does this mean?
We've been following
But also, I've seen the like freaking synopsis of the season.
I've seen
God.
the ending, bro. It's so fucking stupid.
Bro, the
You
fact
wanna-
that there's the fact that like someone made a fucking edit where and I know it's a fake edit where Velma's like, man, it's like a bunch of losers trying to revive a dead Looney Tunes movie, and I can believe that was actually in it, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's not a great place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you wanted Velma to die, congratulations, it happens.
Yeah. Fucking
Scrappy Doo kills
Scrappy Doo kills her, and then her ghost kills Scrappy Doo.
I hate that.
Huh?
Can they
It's
stop-
so
Can I
stupid,
can I
bro.
Say something?
They stop
Can
using
I
Scrappy.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
And I know I know I might get flamed for this. Can we stop being mean to Scrappy?
Yeah, well, that's what I was.
we're
Can we
not
stop
being- we're
using?
not-
Can we stop using
I'm
Scrappy?
not-
in
Can we
general?
stop being mean to him? All he did was fucking care about his uncle and want to help him. Like, leave him the fuck alone.
Listen,
He's a kid.
listen.
He's literally a kid.
I like Scrappy Doo.
Yeah,
I'll admit it.
He's literally
I don't
a
like
kid.
love him, but like I never like understood like the whole hate boner for him. But like it's just
Yeah,
It's because
I
it be-
also
it's
never
because
really
it
got the
became a
visceral
meme.
hatred.
I
Yeah.
think
It
I
became
think
a
that's
meme to
why.
hate him.
I think it's why it became a meme to not like Scrappy Doo. Therefore, I think there also like the history behind it was that like it was kind of like a jumping the shark thing for Scooby Doo as a franchise during that period. But even
Yeah,
then, I just feel
definitely.
like that character is so just like I don't know, man. It's just fucking.
He's not,
Scrappy
like-
Doo.
Listen,
it was definitely a low point in Scooby-Doo history because that was the red shirt Shaggy era.
Yeah.
Which was
Yeah.
literally just in that era. It was just Shaggy, Scooby, and Scrappy.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
Velma,
they
Daphne,
literally
and Fred were
he
nowhere
literally
to be
replaced
seen.
the rest of the gang.
And it's literally just like, why are we doing this?
I think it's so passé to do that joke now. Just like leave the little guy alone.
Yeah, yeah.
That
It was
literally.
it was already a dumb joke in the first Scooby Doo movie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, Scrappy Doo is in this show, but Scooby isn't.
I don't fucking know. I don't
Yeah,
know, man.
I
just
didn't think about that until
Kind of
hold
weird,
on.
right?
Huh.
It is, and
Don't get me wrong. I'm glad Scooby's not attached to this shit, but it's kind of weird, right?
Also, like,
Yeah.
okay, so they had season 2 planned because they knew they were getting the 24 episode order. So Scooby-Doo is too kid-like, but Scrappy's not.
Yeah,
Well, no, cause it's because it's meant to be funny because it's like oh, everyone hates
Scooby-
Scrappy, so let's make him the bad guy. I'm like, it's fucking,
Scooby's funny.
well, Scooby is funny, but that's kind of not the point of what I'm saying.
While we're on the topic of shows, let's move on to our final topic.
Uh-oh.
The Knuckles series came out
All right.
yesterday.
Now
All right,
this is
all
the
right,
Hear
hold
No
on,
Evil,
all
Speak
right,
No
okay,
Evil,
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
You
I
know
think
what?
I think
You know
I
what?
think the
I'm-
best way. Hold on. Before anybody starts about the Knuckles show, I think the best way, because I know a lot of us have differing opinions, I feel like the best way for us to do this is to give each of us at least 2 minutes of just let the one person talk, and we'll take turns, and then we'll argue and kill each other.
Yeah, can I also
Yeah,
add one
okay,
one thing really
yeah.
quick before we start too? One thing.
Okay.
I think it's kind of sweet how we kind of had a full circle moment here. We actually started the first podcast talking about the Knuckles show and what we were expecting, and now we're actually going to talk about it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Genuinely before
Wait, was that in the first
Yeah, the
episode?
first podcast started with Knuckles, and the last podcast of GTA
I just wanted to mention that because I'm just like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like,
And it's all the
Alright,
same
I'm
people
gonna-
too.
Oh,
I'm
shit,
gonna
yeah,
set
no
up a
film.
timer.
Classic.
I'm gonna set up a timer. All right.
Okay, Steve's
Everyone's gonna get 3 minutes to say their piece, starting with Bottles. Ready?
Okay.
And go.
Okay, so the show is a good show to me. It is not a good Sonic show in the slightest. If you go into the Knuckles show wanting Sonic and Sonic related things, you are going to be vastly, vastly disappointed. But if reviewing the show on its own for what it is as part of the Sonic movie universe, I think it's still fun. It's not the greatest thing in the world. It's flawed for definite. Wade's sister, I was literally waiting for her to get shot the whole time. To be fair, listen, I hate her. She sucks. Every line that she delivers is awful. But I love Wade's mom. She is so cool. I love her, and I love every interaction that she has with Knuckles. But, like, that's the thing, is that, like, as a light, low-stakes comedy show, it's fun. It's fine. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I still came out of it liking it. And I like Wade. I don't have this, like, vitriolic hate for the humans in the Sonic movie. I really don't. And I don't understand anyone who does. How much time do I got, Steve?
You got 1:45.
Okay, episode 4 was really funny. It's corny. It's stupid. I loved every second of it. It was so... like, the fucking rock opera stage play was so funny to me, as dumb as it was.
Are we good to talk spoilers? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we're just gonna go fully into it.
Yeah, just go to spoilers.
Anyone who says that this is the worst piece of Sonic media that they've ever seen, I've even seen people go as far as say that is the worst piece of media that they've ever seen, have either not seen anything else out of Sonic or have not watched another TV show, because this is nowhere near as bad as Twitter would have you believe. It is insane to me how vitriolic the hate of this show is to me. Like, obviously you have not watched any other Sonic show. I would even wager to say that Sonic Prime was worse than this. How much time I got, Steve?
30 seconds.
What can I talk about in 30 seconds?
You also don't have to use the full 3 minutes.
No, I'm using it.
Okay.
I have it. I will say, though, I do have a lot of problems with the series, mainly on the Knuckles side of it. For example, the villain is not there. The villain just sucks. he literally is just there for 30 seconds for Knuckles to beat him up at the end. And honestly, I think Wade should have beat him up, not Knuckles. How many seconds do I have?
4,
3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
All right. That's
Yay!
time. All right. Brandon, did you watch it? All right, your turn. All right, ready? 3 minutes on the clock. Go.
Honestly, when it comes down to it, I think it was a fun show. I don't know what all of the hate is. Like, look, I get it. Like, when people see, like, ooh, Knuckles show, they're thinking that there's going to be a lot of lore dump, there's going to be a lot of different things going on with the echidnas, blah, blah, blah. And I get it. But at the same time, what were you expecting right before Sonic the Hedgehog 3 came out? Like, in all honesty, like, again, like what Bottle said, Wade's sister, the worst. I wanted to punt her. I wanted to put her in a ball and punt her across the universe. But in all honesty, what we got with, like, Knuckles and everything like that, and him, like, you know, making it so that way he has, like, somebody to learn his ways while he normally wouldn't, while he's on this new world, I think it's fantastic. And I think the best person to use was Wade. Because he was a loser before Knuckles. But yeah, I honestly think it's a fun time. Is the villain the greatest? Not really. But, hey, I wasn't going in expecting, like, all of the lore of the echidnas to be solved. And that's it.
You still got a minute and a half if you want to use it.
Nah, I'm good.
All right, cool. 3 minutes on the clock. Peter.
Oh, my turn. Okay, let me pause Stellar Blade for this. All right. Have you started?
Yep.
Okay. So, I really liked it. And I agree. When you first initially said earlier that you thought it was a good show, but not a good Sonic show, I was a little put off because I was like, what do you mean by that? But then I understood based on your explanation. And you're right. If you go in expecting Sonic stuff, like proper Sonic World of Sonic stuff, then you're not gonna get it. But also, at no point from when we got the early description to this did I ever expect that. What I did expect was Sonic movie stuff, which we did get because the human characters. Pretty much, it was just as if you took like the wedding scene amount of like stuff from the Sonic movie, from Sonic 2, and made it a series. Like that amount of like stuff that does happen. That's the series. And I also don't have the vitriolic hate for the humans that I've been seeing on Twitter. I love Wade, and Adam Pally fucking absolutely nailed his comedic beats in this fucking show. I mean, when his sister stabs him with the fork and he's just screaming and everyone's just looking at him, I legitimately was like, I was losing it a bit. I was like, that is fucking hilarious. I love Wade's mom. Wade's mom is the MVP, dude. First of all, she wrecked shop with a fucking frying pan. She was like, don't come near her fucking candle. She's gonna beat the shit out of you, right? Second of all, she said the most I vibe with that line in the whole show, which is when her and her daughter, her and Wade's sister are going towards the fucking, or in the casino. She utters the line, let's go drink. And I'm like, I vibe with that. That's a vibe. Listen, also, Idris Elba, still love him as Knuckles. The product placement, still just as funny as Olive Garden. I too would like to visit the Cool Ranch of Doritos. There is some stuff in it that I really find funny. Like they really nailed the look of the show. Like it looks generally pretty close to what the movies put out in terms of CGI quality. Except for a couple shots, such as when Knuckles is first in the living room of Wade's mom's house.
15 seconds.
That just looks like he's put in a white backdrop. What would you say, Steve?
10 seconds.
Okay,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go over. Wait, real quick. The last thing I'm gonna say, I also loved episode 4. It was a fucking great thing. Knuckles beat Iblis. That's weird.
And time. All right.
But yeah.
I love I'm gonna go over.
Yeah, but legitimately speaking, final note of that is I just like the show. I actually literally am not like in the middle. I'm not of two sides. I really liked it. I thought it was really funny. I was heavily enjoyed it.
All right. 3 minutes on the clock, Lucas.
Tell me when. Oh, okay. Look,
Dude, Steve's gonna put all of us in a body bag.
I'm gonna be straight with everyone here. Look, the Sonic live action stuff has always been kind of just like, I know what this is. This is very clearly a family first kind of movie thing where it's just like, it's very clearly not made for me. It's made for families, and that's fine. That's okay. And I knew what the show was going to be going into it. I knew it was going to be comedy focused, and I knew it was going to be more so focused on the relationship between Wade and Knuckles. One of the biggest issues is that, to me, this show just wasn't funny. I laughed. The only genuine laugh I got out of it was something during episode 4 when it shows Knuckles' dad dying and he's a puppet for literally only a few frames.
That also killed me. Yeah.
That was the one joke that really genuinely got me. I think visually it's incredibly boring and it outright looks bad sometimes. And I think that's kind of really sad considering this is supposed to be a flagship show for Paramount. One of my biggest issues with it is that, and I had this with the live action Sonic movies too, and now it's just we're living in a post Mario movie and I will say to an extent FNAF movie world, is that these Sonic live action stuff just feels so fucking corporate. It feels, with the writing, the amount of product placement, Jesus Christ. I'm usually not one to complain about that. When there's like literally a scene is like, I want an icy, and it hangs on it for like as long as it does. It's just, it drove me fucking nuts. Also, there was so much fucking licensed music, and I'm just like, I feel like there was a quota. Each episode had to have a minimum 3 licensed songs, and I'm just like, I really would like an original score that I can remember from this show, but unfortunately, we're probably not getting that. Also, hello. I don't care about the human characters. I'll be totally honest here. I had trouble remembering the main character's name on stream the other night. From the actual James Marsden's character. I didn't remember his fucking name.
Tom,
I know now. Thank you. So, like, it's just, I really... How much time do I have, Steve?
50 seconds.
I really, really did not get a lot out of this. I'm glad people can like something like this, and I'm glad people can just sit down and enjoy something like this. To me, this was an absolute slog to sit through. There was a point where you're in Wade's room and you see he has a poster to Beavis and Butthead Do America, and God, I wish I was just watching that movie over this. Because I fucking love that movie. I was not a fan. That is where I will conclude my 2 cents.
Okay. 3 minutes for me. I think the show fucking sucks. I am in the same camp with Lucas. I'm in the same camp with Lucas. It does feel very corporate. There is so much product placement. There is so much licensed music. And my biggest issue is that this wasn't a Knuckles show. This was a Wade show featuring Knuckles. And I am, however, where I disagree with Lucas, I actually don't mind the human characters. I like Tom, I like Maddie, and I even like Wade. I think he's a funny comic relief character. He should not be the main focus. He should not be given main character role. That is not his role in this. He is a side character for comic relief. That's what he's good at. He should not be put in the lead position. I will say, though, as someone who doesn't hate the human characters, aside from Wade and Wade's mom, I hated every single fucking human character in the show. They're all awful. Every single one of them, especially Wanda. She can go fuck herself. Terrible. Again, agree with Lucas. This show is not fucking funny. So many of the jokes in this show feel like recent MCU jokes, and I mean that in the worst fucking way possible. This show is so painfully unfunny. Episode 4, look, I know Bottles, you liked it. Peter, I know you liked it. I was cringing so fucking hard throughout the entirety of episode 4. I hated that shit. The only scene in that episode that genuinely got a chuckle out of me was, again, the puppet shit, and when Kakamak is telling him to open his mouth, and he just goes, just do it, man. That was a funny delivery. But, like, the whole thing with, like, I knew going into the show that it was going to be more Wade focused. Whatever. I knew it was going to be Knuckles training Wade. If I want to see Knuckles training Wade, I want to see Knuckles fucking training Wade. I don't want to see Wade dealing with family drama because frankly, I don't give a shit about that. I want to see a training montage between Knuckles and Wade. I want to see Wade become a warrior because Knuckles taught him, not because, like, Knuckles, I know, like, people are saying, oh, Knuckles barely in the show. That's not true. But he barely does anything in the show. Every time I'm just like, Knuckles is just there. He doesn't go through like an insane character arc or anything. And when he does, it doesn't really feel earned because the focus has been more on Wade. And it's like, it's just, if I want a Knuckles show, I want a fucking Knuckles show, you know? And honestly, I do think this is worse than Sonic Prime because at least Sonic Prime, as bad as it is, feels like a Sonic the Hedgehog product. Where this really doesn't. It feels like a family drama show with Knuckles just slapped on it. And genuinely, I will say this with 30 seconds to go. The first episode I actually really enjoyed because that felt like the Sonic movie universe that I've grown to like. And I realized that is the only episode directed by movie director Jeff Fowler and the only one to have the movie writers on it. The rest of the show doesn't. And it really shows because it's painfully unfunny, badly written, and just makes me fucking angry, man. And that's time.
Okay, we really ran the gamut here. I really like that. Like, it started with Bottles being like, "Yeah, it was pretty good." It went to Brandon. It went to me, and I was laughing the whole time. Cuts to Steve. Unfunny. Didn't laugh. Like the whole we really covered every emotion.
It was so intense.
We covered. So if you wanted,
so suffice to say, I didn't like
every
it.
One of us, you fucking got it.
You fucking got it. This is the first Push Our Buttons podcast, I think, where we're genuinely
We
all
actually
at
push
different
buttons.
perspectives.
Yeah,
And I will
that's
say
why I
one
said,
more thing. Like I do think it's worse than Prime, but when people are saying it's the worst piece of Sonic media ever, absolutely, absolutely
not even
not.
fucking, not even fucking close.
Sonic Chronicles exists, bro.
Yeah. That is
Dude,
my like.
Dude, unironically, as much as I ironically love this show, Sonic Underground.
Hell yeah.
That's what I was
I'm
gonna say.
I'm a Bottles.
yeah.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
like, if anyone really wants to go ahead and say that this is the worst thing, they have not seen Sonic
Wait,
Underground.
one more thing. I'm sorry. One more thing. You know, if I had a nickel for every time Echidna history was compared to Jewish history, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Listen, I am going to have such a good time telling people without context that Knuckles is an honorary Jew.
I also love. I do listen. You could say the show's unfunny, but you gotta give it to that one bit where Wade's mom confirms that he's Jewish on his mother's side, and then cuts to the next scene where it goes, I don't know why it's important that it's the mother's side.
Yeah.
Just go with it. That's really fucking funny.
It didn't really.
Listen,
There were 3 jokes in the entire show that got me. One was the introduction of Pakakamak, where he just goes, "Oh, the Mets lost again." That's hilarious.
That is
The
hilarious.
second one was when Knuckles throws the bowling ball and the pins just fucking explode.
Dude, unlike any pins you've ever seen.
And the third one is the puppet bit. That's it. That are the only
definitely-
times in this entire show I genuinely
Also,
laughed.
Apologies
Also,
while we
they-
got really
they
heated. I
end-
clipped my mic a bit. So
They end the show on a fucking jumping freeze frame. They end the show the same way Ninja Sex Party's dinosaur laser fight music video ends.
yeah,
and you're
it's
not
the
telling
most-
me that's base? No, I'm just
Yeah,
It's not. It's
It's
awful.
the most Wade fucking way to end that. Listen, I just want to say when the first episode played and they set up the premise that Knuckles is training Wade, I did not sit here and go, man, I hope I see a lot more of Knuckles. I was like, yes, Wade. I was ready for Wade. That's the perspective I came in
want
on.
to see
I
both
fucking
of
love
them.
Wade.
I want to see both of them.
And I did. Also, Wade was
No,
about to
no.
decapitate a man.
No, listen.
But honestly, the person that
I can
needs the
sit
most
here and
work
say
out of
I
all of
enjoyed the
them-
Knuckles series all I want. But listen, one of the major flaws of this show is that there wasn't enough scenes of Knuckles and Wade doing things together.
Yes.
True, I do
It's-
agree.
it's-
Okay,
As
yes.
much, like, in the way that I said that I think Wade should have gotten the win against the buyer. He doesn't have a fucking name.
What a fucking
My
dumb
God.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumb character.
The buyer.
Again, I
listen,
hate every human character in the show that's not Wade
The-
or his mom.
I kinda listen. More of the villain of the show is Pistol Pete. I kinda
didn't like
like.
him either.
Fuck that.
I
too.
kinda like Pistol Pete.
He's
But, like,
he's the
not a
most
lot.
generic fucking runaway dad villain I've ever fucking seen in my
Yeah.
life.
Can I?
Yeah, he 100%.
Can I add a
is.
little bit? Actually, no, Bottles. Finish your point first, and I want to add something. Like,
But like, there needed to be more scenes of Knuckles and Wade doing things together.
Yeah, I agree with
Yes.
you.
Because
Yeah, I agree.
that is the fatal flaw of the show.
Because also from a storytelling standpoint, you need to make me give a shit. Like I
Yeah.
don't.
I
like,
didn't give a shit.
I didn't give a shit about anything that was happening here. Like I didn't.
And if I'm being honest,
Yeah, there was no stakes.
I felt no
If I'm
bond.
being
It's not a
honest-
matter of stakes.
there were
Just
no
make me
stakes at
give a
all,
shit about
and
the
I'm just fine with
characters.
that.
Like there don't have to be.
if I'm being
stakes.
honest, you know you messed up your Knuckles show when the writing is so like disconnected to the world and not fun and enjoyable. When I didn't even give a shit about Knuckles.
Yeah, I just didn't.
Well, the problem with Knuckles'
I did not
arc.
care about Knuckles' arc in this because he fucking has none.
He also doesn't really seem like he
That-
cares.
well,
either.
that's-
like it's
okay.
Like I don't know. Like sorry, go Bottles. Go.
So what I was going to say is that the problem is that in episode 1 they set up that the arcs of the characters are supposed to be that Wade needs to learn how to stand up for himself and become a quote unquote
Knuckles needs to
warrior,
find his place
and
in
Knuckles
the world.
and Knuckles needs to find out. Yeah, Knuckles needs to find out what he's doing here because he feels so out of place, and he needs to kind of appreciate more of Earth's customs and kind of let the Echidna tribe go a little bit more. But the problem is that after episode like 2, they kind of forget about Knuckles' arc and then just kind of say it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
This show was a prime when it came to character arcs, especially with Knuckles. This show was a prime example of like telling and not showing. They just said, "Oh, this is his home now." I'm like, "Is it?"
Yeah, it's like this.
Did you
this
earn
wasn't
that?
earned. Yeah, this wasn't earned yet.
It's just I don't.
They also, I just want to point this out. Let me say this. So the thing that kind of drives me nuts about it is that this would have been fine if they took what the core of this show was and made it a little short. Just a funny little short of Knuckles. doing
Yeah,
something
I
with
agree with
Wade.
you. I agree with you.
That would have been fine.
It should have been like a 40-minute like short.
I think
rather-
it took too long to come out. I think they should have used like the short animation of Knuckles
Mm-hmm.
because they definitely put money into the CGI of the characters.
And it seemed like
more
it kind
so
of
than I expected.
it kind of seemed like it fucked them in the ass a little bit.
It did
because
it looks-
there are so many times where it's like you can tell like Knuckles isn't in the scene
It looks
because they like Knuckles isn't in the scene because they couldn't afford to put him in the scene.
right.
Yeah.
That's the gist I got is that there's a lot of stuff in the show that feels like they went too big for what the script they had was. Because I really don't think the script, in terms of like the writers themselves, their intentions, I don't think their intentions were bad. I just
No,
feel
of course
like
not.
there was a level of disconnect from the quality of the like post side of the show to the pre side of the show. You know,
Look, man,
like
I agree that like I definitely don't think the writers had the intentions of not being good, but like good, not having the intention of not being good doesn't mean that it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be good.
Not-
the
not-
the,
right,
the
but not-
developers of Stellar Blade didn't intentionally try to be racist, but they put hard R in the game.
poorly worded by me.
It's
My
okay,
point
it's
being is that there is something in this, in that, like I said, it could have been better as a short because there is like something in this that could have been like funny, but because there was a lot of stuff in between that was trying to be something else, it just ended up falling on its face.
And
I also, and this is a problem that I have with Sonic Twitter a lot. One of the things that I saw said, I don't remember who said it. I think it was someone that was more popular in the space, but they essentially said that we shouldn't settle for mediocrity like this. And I think that is the most brain-dead fucking thing I've ever heard in my goddamn life when you're talking about a series about a blue hedgehog that runs fast for children.
Also, I also just want to point out, we're getting Sonic 3 this year.
yeah. Again,
We heard
I would
a
be
year. Hold on. Let me finish. We heard a year ago that this was going to be a buddy cop thing with Knuckles and Wade. We knew it was going to be 6 episodes, and we had the episode titles ahead of time. One of which was like the Shabbat dinner or whatever the fuck it was called. I'm not Jewish, so I may have how horribly scuffed that, but. Like, we knew that there was all this stuff. There was even some episode descriptions. There was even a show description where we talked about Wade's bowling stuff. So going into this, I had zero expectations of anything more than what I got. Literally zero. I went in with nothing else other than, yeah, this is pretty much what I expected. And I also went in with the knowledge that I've seen Ben Schwartz and Adam Pally as comedic people together. I fucking love Adam Pally. And I was so happy to see that they put Wade into more stuff in the show because Adam Pally is a funny fucking guy.
I also knew going into this, right? And not going into this. I knew watching it, like all through all 6 episodes. I literally knew from the get-go, I'm like, there are going to be people that fucking hate this. And like it's exactly the reaction that I've been seeing online that I'm like, this is like from watching the show itself, I still say that I enjoyed it. I had fun. But you saw the reaction to the fucking scene in Sonic 2. It's a little weird that you just did it anyway.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
like
The wedding scene.
the wedding scene.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I don't
Yeah,
wanna-
yeah, I was not a fan of that either.
I don't
But-
want to, sit here and act like
But also,
we know
and
the turnaround time on the production of the
yeah,
show.
yeah, sure. But also, can I relay to you something that I heard not online, in real life, that really just kind of sums up some of these Sonic fans to me. This person said, did you know that in the second Sonic movie, there is 15 minutes in the film where there's no Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles, and that's why the movie sucks? I'm like, what is this take? 15 minutes out of 2 hours. You can't handle that three of your, I would argue 4 main characters aren't in the movie. I think that, like, say what you will about the wedding scene, whether you liked it or you hated it, right? But I do not subscribe to this idea that if there is a single thing that you don't like in a work, then that means that the entire work is bad.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
I agree with that.
Point.
Yeah.
I was gonna say bonus point. A child can handle those 15 minutes without the Sonic character.
Yeah. See, and here's my main point about, and my essentially what will be my final note about the Knuckles show. I didn't like it. I thought it was pretty bad. But at the same time, I can't be overtly mad and overtly disappointed in the show because this ain't the main course. The main course is in December. This is just an appetizer.
Well, can I add to that, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
Just this is kind of a point I wanted to add to, where it's like, like obviously the third movie is coming out, and ideally it'll be another improvement from 2. Because I will say, even though, as I said at the beginning of my bit, that I'm very like lukewarm on the Sonic live action stuff overall. But I can't argue that 2 was a good improvement from the first movie.
Definitely.
It's 100%. But this show just really, what this show did for me was it, and I brought up when I was talking about it, the Mario movie and the FNAF movie, because this show felt like, to me, what people thought the Mario movie was gonna be.
Yeah.
What people thought it like almost on crack. Like that's what this show felt like to me. And I won't lie, I'm concerned because I feel like I mean, mind you, my expectations for their movies, like, I'm looking forward to it, but like I kind of have tempered expectations with it just in general. But I'm kind of concerned all the same quirks are still going to be there, considering it's like it was on hyperdrive in this one, and I'm like was it interpreted as people liked?
Well,
again,
all right, the thing that you have to understand is that and Bottles brought this up. That's not the movie runners that actually wrote most of it.
Yeah.
I know that. I understand
The people
that.
involved with the movies were not involved with the show aside from Jeff Fowler directing the first episode.
I
That's
understand that. I do. But at the same time, there's always other people pulling strings behind the scenes, and I hope
true.
that doesn't
Here's
affect it.
something I just thought while you were saying
Sure,
that,
sure.
Lucas. Because you kind of connected some dots in my head that I want to point out here. Is that there's something that this show did that actually makes me really happy about its existence. In that, and this is why I do still wish that it was done more as a short and not as a 6-episode series. I'm so tired of us relying on cinematic universes and
I agree with
sequels
you.
being so interconnected that you can't have a little fun. Lion King 1.5 is one of my favorite fucking movies.
Oh my god, yes.
And it is all nonsense all the way through. And I miss when we could have fun with it, because nowadays, if Marvel did a fucking random whatever and just slapped it in, like in between like Avengers movies or whatever, and they just did this random movie where it's Paul Rudd's Ant-Man goes out for some milk or some fucking shit. I don't know.
I'd watch the shit out of that.
But like, well, I like Paul Rudd, so I really would watch the shit.
Ant-Man,
out of
did you get the milk?
But listen, I didn't want to get the fucking milk. All right, maybe listen. But that's my thing, is that like people would be upset because they'd be like, where's the reference to whatever from the comic? You know what I mean? Like everyone needs something to be like on point all the time nowadays because of this kind of like drenched, like this trench of cinematic universe that we've been going through.
I get
and
that.
Well,
I do.
And I'm
Yeah.
just very happy to have something that is just whatever, it's on its own. I don't expect anything from the series to be referenced
It's
in the next movie.
thing-
Although I do have one question about the series real quick.
Sure.
Where did the two gun agents go?
I think
they had an atmospheric suck out of the
They're dead.
I think they're just dead.
I
the
think
thing is,
that-
so like, it's not, for me, it's not even a matter of like it needs to be connected to the movie or something. I just want to see something stronger. I want to see stronger writing.
Yeah.
I want to see
That's fair.
stronger production.
And again,
Right.
like
I
what you
could-
were saying,
yeah.
like what you were saying, Pete, about Lion King 1.5, how it's just pure nonsense. Yes, but I will argue the difference between Lion King 1.5 and Knuckles is that Lion King 1.5 is funny.
Yeah, I agree with you on that too.
That's
that's
the
subjective, though.
opinion
That's
of
always gonna be
Sans.
subjective.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
the
subjective.
It's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. That's a hard balancing act to even say a point, because it's like,
Yeah.
like what I find funny sometimes will be what someone else is funny, and vice versa.
I'm
with other
up.
emotions.
Yeah, it's
The
subjective.
fact-
I'm
the fact that
I'm
me and-
mainly memeing here.
No, I
But,
know.
like,
I know.
I know.
You're fine.
But real quick, I want to clarify a point because I didn't really get to finish before, and I don't want it to sound like I'm downplaying Sonic the Hedgehog. When I saw the person say that we shouldn't accept mediocrity from Sonic the Hedgehog, and I said that was a brain dead take for someone to have for a series about a blue hedgehog that runs fast for children. I don't want to say that I'm not trying to say that it's like Sonic like shouldn't always strive to be good. Of course it should. Of course it should.
I didn't interpret it as
But-
that, for the record. Just,
But this is more so
No,
for the
but somebody
comments.
probably
okay.
This is for the comments.
Like,
But more so what I
unfortunately, we live in a world where they would think that.
But more so what I want to say is I think that it is a very toxic mindset for someone to have where and I'm gonna say this is my interpretation of this, right? Is that this is Sonic fans in general. Ever since Sonic Forces came out. And Sonic Forces was a very disappointing game to a lot of people. Whether you like it now or whether you hate it now, it was a disappointing game for a lot of people. And it came off the heels of Sonic Mania, where Sonic Mania came out, and in the grand scheme of things, when it came to the gaming zeitgeist, Sonic started to gain his reputation back. And then Sonic Forces came out, and then it became trash again. Because, Sonic Forces was not good. Or not received well, even. And I think this kind of instilled a sort of mindset into the common Sonic fan. To where we shouldn't, like... How am I going to word this? They feel like Sonic needs to be perfect or else we're gonna lose Sonic. That's what it kind of seems like people are saying. So it's like when people say things like we shouldn't accept mediocrity, they're almost scared that like Sonic is going to fail as a franchise if something comes out and it's just okay. And I think that is such a toxic mindset to have for any series,
for any franchise,
for anything at all, whether it's Sonic, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's, I don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's even kind of has that a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like, not everything needs to push the envelope. Not everything needs to be perfect. Not everything needs to have, like, a deep, high art meaning to it. You know what I mean? Say what you will about the humor of the Knuckles series. Say what you will, whether you thought it was funny, whether you thought it was cringy. That's just a subjective matter. But when you feel a negative emotion about something, that shouldn't automatically translate to vitriolic hate. It shouldn't automatically, you shouldn't call for a company to be perfect every single time. Not even fucking Mario has a good game every time.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go through the years that Mario has actually had bad games?
Dude,
because I can go through them.
I really think to be really, if I mean, I need to clarify myself a little bit here, because I know where you're coming from, but I really need to say that I personally, like, I don't really partake in this, like, the online, the fandom aspect of stuff. I don't like doing that. So it's kind of a world I'm not really a part of. And I just, like, I see things externally. I just see it unfold, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's all just a symptom of people feeling power hungry on the internet.
Yeah.
And that extends to so much more than just, like, fandom discourse, that it just extends to, like, personality types and shit.
And
As a lot of people say, anonymity is something that gives people a big head.
100%.
Yeah, on that subject of social media doing this with people, I just want to call out, like, this is going to be my final note on the Knuckles stuff, and then there is actually another topic that I think we need to talk about at the end of this podcast right now, before we end the podcast, that I just thought of. But to end off the Knuckles stuff, I just want to say, what's really important is to remember that, especially with this cavalcade of opinions we've thrown at you, is that people can like things the same amount as people can not like things.
Yeah.
And it's okay for both to exist.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that, no one is the judge of what media can exist and what media can't.
Yeah.
In terms
that's
of,
kind of
like,
the beauty about opinions in media in general. It's all subjective.
Yeah.
It just,
and that's
Also,
the thing,
please don't get angry at your friends or whatever.
right?
Because of these opinions.
There's a lot of
as you can see, we have all these different opinions about the freaking show, but we're not gonna go like, I fucking hate you at the end of this.
I am
We'll
gonna
clown
kill
on
Steve
each
after
other
this.
for it.
Yeah, I am gonna murder Steve after this.
I'm gonna murder
I'm gonna roast
Peter.
you for liking it the same way you roast me for liking Forces.
That's fair. That's fair. The difference is that Forces is actually the worst piece of Sonic media.
It's not even close.
But anyway,
It's a functioning game at least.
But yeah, no, it's just important to call that out, because the biggest problem with people's stuff on Twitter has been people acting like there has to be one or the other. It can't just exist, which is wrong.
can I...
To add on to that, sorry.
It's okay,
sorry,
you go
Lucas.
first. I just want to...
Mine's quick, I promise.
Fine.
So to add on to that, do you know what is wrong though? What I personally think is wrong.
Okay.
And I've seen this with a big name in the Sonic community.
Oh Lord, what did he do or they do? I don't know. What their
Ever
gender is.
since this Knuckles show came out, he hated it. He is one of the people that said that it is one of the worst pieces of Sonic media to ever come out. But not only did he say that, like, if that was it, I'd be like, okay, fine, he hated it. That sucks, but, like, whatever. Like, that sucks because I have a different opinion than him, and I like to see eye to eye with people, I guess. But whatever. Like, that's an opinion. Who cares? What I don't like is when this person also goes around and urges people not to watch it.
Yeah.
I think that is objectively wrong.
To all the people that are out here,
man.
to all the people that are out here telling people it's not worth it if they already have the Paramount Plus subscription. You know, if they're not, no one is out here paying for Paramount Plus for Knuckles, and if you are, I'm sorry.
I free trialed that shit, bro,
but-
and I'm gonna be refunding it soon.
But legitimately speaking, like most people at this point probably have a Paramount Plus subscription for stuff like Halo, for Star Trek, for the Sonic movies just being on Paramount Plus to watch whenever. Like for all the cavalcade of old Nickelodeon shows. Like there's so many things on Paramount Plus that aren't Knuckles. And so to assume to say it's not worth it, as if they spent money specifically on Knuckles, just boldly assuming that anyone specifically did, it's just an obnoxious statement. The whole it's not worth it.
I also
hate that.
It's like I have learned a long time ago that you should not only should you not, like, in a sense, like, you are doing a disservice to yourself if you don't consume a piece of media on your own and form your own opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's helping your your brain too.
I think this show is pretty terrible, but I'm not going to tell people don't watch it because it's terrible. I'm going to tell people watch it if you want to. I thought it was bad.
What's important
Also,
what's important too is that watching something like this that, like, look, again, like I said, I didn't like it, but like it's important because you need to understand, and this is actually like a whole topic for me at least, where it's like I'm in a state right now where I'm really trying to understand what truly excites me. Like what do I truly really like? I like things, obviously, like everyone does, everyone likes things, but like what are the specific things about media I like that excites me? Like what is there specifically about it? You need to train your brain and consume different kinds of media, like even if it's out of your wheelhouse. Like you have to do that, especially if you're a creative. You really need to do that. And I wanted to add just really quick to something Pete was saying about the you know, like what we're saying here is like yeah, these are just what we feel about it. It doesn't matter if you like it. Like if you like it, that's fine. But like what sucks about that, you saying that, Pete, is you shouldn't have to say that.
I shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
We shouldn't
It
have
should
to.
be a normal thing, and like this is what sucks. Is like I was such a fucking naive kid. Like I just was told as a child, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm fucking very faulty as a person. Just like be nice to people and understand that differences are going to happen. You know, you just accept that, whether it's opinions, other kind of stuff, that's gonna happen. But you don't get like. You don't be a dick about it. And have I had my moments of weakness? Yeah, of course, everyone fucking does. But, like, it just sucks that you have to say, it's like, we don't actually, if you liked it, that's okay. I get so upset when I watch, like, critique videos and someone opens videos like, if you like this game, that's okay. I personally, you shouldn't have to say that.
Yeah.
Listen,
And that sucks.
also, it's very important. The other thing I want to point out about the statement of it's not worth it when people say that about the show, I just want to say, that really trivializes and diminishes the work that did go into the show.
Yeah.
That a bunch of people like probably you gotta assume between crew and cast and writers and hundreds, maybe 10, who knows, it's a 6-episode miniseries. I actually don't know, but you know, CGI animators, what have you, but like a lot of people worked on this for a decent amount of time, and you're gonna diminish all of that by saying it's not worth it because you didn't like it.
Yeah.
And maybe the person replying to you didn't like it, and maybe the person liking your comment didn't like it. Maybe there is a good amount of people that maybe they all say they don't like it, but that doesn't mean everybody does. That doesn't mean everyone feels that way. And to actively go and say it's not worth it is just a very obnoxious statement. You can go on Twitter and say, not really for me, man, I didn't like it. But apparently, everything has to be an extreme on Twitter, which is fine. Get your likes, cheap. Get your Elon money if you got that blue. Whatever. Now I want to move on to a topic that we didn't have on the list. And this is going to be very personal to me. And this is going to be mildly emotional. So this is the soft segment to kick off after the loud opinions. As of yesterday, on all of their channels on YouTube, Rooster Teeth did a live stream called "Why We Were Here." Because as of the end of this month, Rooster Teeth is officially shut down. All the channels have been posting their final videos. The Rooster Teeth main channel did post a video where it was the original 4 founders playing Halo together, Halo CE. Creators got to get the live stream on all their channels was like 8 or so hours long, maybe longer. I just caught in on clips of just everyone coming in and saying their goodbyes pretty much. And I just have to say that on the same line of like some people can like things, some people cannot like things, and that's okay. Rooster Teeth as a company may not be everybody's cup of tea, especially with a lot of the stuff that has happened over the year, the changing quality of certain things. But they had a community, which I was a part of, that really, stood by something that did mean something in the beginning. Rooster Teeth was a company before YouTube that existed on before YouTube became I can make money playing video games. They were making money playing video games because they were doing animations of Halo. They were some of the original machinima that you would ever Red versus Blue. I never watched Red versus Blue, but I stand firm that it is a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, no, totally.
In that it sprouted a massive tree of multiple branches that became what was Rooster Teeth in its 21 years of existence.
I was never super involved into a lot of their stuff, but I did watch a few of their shows. Not like some like I like the animated ones. Like I watched Ruby and Camp and stuff. But like the big one for me that I really hope in some way does continue is Death Battle. That one.
I should say
I forgot that Death Battle was Rooster Teeth.
Yeah. That one,
yeah.
Because the last time I really watched,
I always get excited for a new Death Battle episode.
Last time I really watched Death Battle was when they were still Screw Attack.
So I have to put the asterisk on something I said earlier too. I have to point out at the end of the month, as we're recording this in April, if we are uploading it in May, so end of April, they are pretty much shut down. Everything's posted the last video. I grew up, I think sometime in high school, maybe, I think it was, that I got into Achievement Hunter when they started their Minecraft Let's Play series. Mind you, I saw a video from 2 years ago yesterday that was a Let's Play Minecraft from Achievement Hunter that was said, we've done this 500 times, and it was their 500th Minecraft Let's Play from 2 years ago. They are fucking phenomenal, the people of it. And listen, again, controversies have happened, shit happened, like, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, I owe a lot of my humor, a lot of my, disassociative moments in my life when I just had to zone out and just consume content to feel better. I owe a lot of that to Michael, Gavin, Jack, Jeff, Bernie, Barbara, Gus. I owe it to so many people at Rooster Teeth. A lot of my life really, wouldn't be what it is if I didn't have at least some Rooster Teeth intervention in that process. Yeah, I'm just, it sucks to see them go. And I always hate, because I've brought it up to certain people in our friend group when I see a video and I'm like, oh man, this video just posted, that hits. And then the response is like, that's still happening? Or like, they're still around, and I'm like.
Can I add to that, Pete, when you're done?
Yeah. You can go ahead.
Because I really, with Rooster Teeth, I really mainly watched early Red versus Blue. I didn't really watch, I remember they... At a convention years ago, they debuted an animated short of Red versus Blue that was animated like an anime, and that was really cool. But I'm adding to this because while I didn't really watch a lot of later Rooster Teeth, I had some affiliation with early Rooster Teeth because of Mega 64, because they were both around the same time and they were friends. Both those groups were friends with one another. So I hear you say you brought up Bernie, and there's an infamous bit where it was Rocco was at the Rooster Teeth booth, and someone came up to the booth and he was pretending to be Bernie, and then Barbara was egging it on too. But and you said right there, the one thing you said there was when people say they're still around, it's like it's like the same thing with Mega 64 too. It's like, yeah, they're still around. It's like people you just stopped following them, and it's sad. It's really sad.
It more hurts because, like, once again, not everyone's gonna like said content and what have you. But like there was stuff going on that I was really starting to enjoy. Like I also fell off Rooster Teeth a bit in the middle there because their content didn't really meet up to like what I had enjoyed over the time. But eventually, you know, I would click back in and I'd be like, oh man, this is pretty funny. So like Funhouse, which most of the crew from the original Funhouse and Rooster Teeth came from Machinima's Inside Gaming. And then was morphed over into Funhouse when Machinima died. So Funhouse started getting to a really good spot. I really liked that crew. And then Achievement Hunter stopped, but from its ashes came Dog Bark, which was a small improv group of like the 4 remaining Achievement Hunters that were still like generally in that office, and not doing already other things. They formed this little improv group called Dog Bark, and at first it wasn't like the best, but like they started getting into their own and doing shit like how long will it take us to get to the $1 million and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and they got like 70 something rounds in.
Oh my god.
Because they just kept fucking it up, and it was some of the funniest content I've ever seen. And it's just 4 guys sitting there they didn't even like cut. It was just 4 guys sitting on a couch doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game, and it was like, this is so fucking funny still. And it's like they were really getting into it, and then the shutdown got announced. And like, it's absurd. And all I really have to say, and I may have said this in the last podcast because I think we recorded that after the announcement of the shutdown, but all I have to say is fuck WB, fuck Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Big agree.
And like, because Rooster Teeth didn't choose to be sold to Warner Brothers. I believe they ended up being bought by Full Screen Media, which then I think was acquired by Warner Brothers. Because if I recall, I do not.
They were originally, I think, with AT&T, and then they got bought out by
right,
Full
because
Screen Media, and then then WB said, "Fuck it, we're taking it."
Right. I don't think. I think it was actually wasn't there the merger of like Warner and Turner?
Yes.
I think so,
yeah.
I think that was when it happened. Mm-hmm. Because I think they were in the subset of like Turner, and then I think Warner, the merger happened, and then it became Warner. Because I remember they were not always with Warner. So, fuck Warner Brothers, and especially fuck whoever it was at Warner Brothers. I can't even remember who it was. Who, when this was happening, what was said was there just isn't a place for this type of content anymore. And I go, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like, what are you actually
I think
talking
that was the
about?
president of WB.
I don't think it was David Zaslav,
It
because
wouldn't
if I'm
surprise
being
me
honest
if
with
it
you,
was, though, because he's a
it wouldn't
fucking
surprise me,
idiot.
but I don't. But if I'm being honest, David Zaslav, like Rooster Teeth to David Zaslav in his mind is probably a piece of shit on his shoe.
Yeah.
Like David Zaslav doesn't even care enough to say anything about Rooster Teeth. I almost guarantee that. He doesn't even know what Rooster Teeth is, probably. Like everything that happens about Rooster Teeth really just comes down to the shutdown. They're not even getting money back. They're just not spending any more money on Rooster Teeth under their company. You know, that's really all it is. It's not even like a tax write-off situation. They're not getting anything back. They're just stopping the funds going to this company.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just a situation where it really didn't have to happen. But like, and I kind of listen. I also expected it down the line. I really did. But at the same time, it still hits, and you know, I hope that I do see everybody, especially the ones that I listed before. I hope I do see more content from. Well, I'll definitely see Gavin, because Gavin does slow mo, guys. So I'll definitely see more Gavin. But I hope I see like more content from these people, either together and doing their own thing or separate. I do hope that it's YouTube content, because honestly, I don't have the attention span for live streams. I tried it when Ray left Achievement Hunter. I can't watch live streams. It's like I can do them. I can't watch them. I don't have the attention span. So please, for the love of God. But yeah, I will be there front row with whatever content they put out post Rooster Teeth. I want to see it, and
it also can't be understated, right? That like I never really got into Rooster Teeth. It wasn't my cup of tea. They just never really fell under my radar. I didn't actively dislike them, but like I just didn't really watch them. But it's the same thing that I said about Matt Pat retiring, right? Where it's like, no matter how you feel about Rooster Teeth, it cannot be understated just how much of an impact they had.
Yep.
Just in general, to content creation, to, even just video game content online, period. Like it cannot be understated. Just like them and Mega 64 were really the pioneers.
When Rooster Teeth got their first theatrical movie after the full screen deal happened, and they got Laser Team, and that released in theaters. And mind you, it's middle of the road actively as a movie, in honest opinion. But I had a sense of pride from the viewer perspective.
Yeah, I get it.
Of like, I've watched these guys go from this small ass office building where like one of the people in Achievement Hunter couldn't even have a desk for a while. And it was a bit, but it was like, wow, this is a small fucking office. And it's like, I watched from that to them having a movie in theaters, to them doing a movie later on, like a horror movie, where one of the people in the movie was Jacob Batalon, post Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, I forgot about
so like that was crazy. Like it's just like seeing them get to where they did, seeing how Ruby became an anime sensation. It is a Western made anime. Like the only other thing that I know that has had a success in that field is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. Otherwise, you call something like that an anime and people spit in your face. But Ruby, not only could it be called an anime, it had an anime animated by Shaft.
Yeah.
Like it has a manga that you could buy in manga stores.
Yep.
Like it's a crazy. These accomplishments should not be understated, and should not be marked negative just because you may not like the content. Like that is an insane thing to accomplish for an upstart company like that.
Yeah.
And it's just,
it's
sad
to see it go,
It's,
Yeah,
it
really is very sad to see it go.
To finalize it all, thank you, Rooster Teeth, for all that you've done, for the impact you've had. I honestly don't even think, I think I wouldn't be as interested in doing gaming content as much as I have been if it wasn't for Game Grumps and Rooster Teeth.
Yep.
Like, I thank them so much.
I mean, it's pretty clear. Like we wear our fucking like inspirations on our sleeve.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
We do not hide it.
Yeah. And
Bro, I fucking like make Game Grumps jokes on stream.
And so it really hurts to see a lot of the goodbye videos being posted. Yeah. But once again, I hope we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when.
But I know we'll meet again.
Some sunny day.
See you soon, Son Goku.
Me keeping my mouth shut because I have nothing good to say about them.
Even like Steve, you're saying like how you make like Game Grumps jokes. For me, that is to a T. Whatever I'm like doing a stream or a video, how you liking the stream so far? That is a Mega 64 bit to a T, but I don't care because my God, I fucking love that. Like when
really funny.
the dumbest thing happens. How you guys liking it so far?
There's so many times, like if we're just gonna talk about our inspirations or whatever, it's like there are so many times where like I'll like watch back to like Aaron Hansen's like old content, or even like some of the older stuff from Cat Icarus.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I make this joke all the time, and I didn't even realize that this was like that. I got it from somewhere. Yeah. Like it's that like ingrained.
I get it.
Like one of the prime examples is there's one animation I think done by Spaz Kid where it's just about people obsessing over Aaron.
Yeah. Yes. That is Spaz Kid.
Yes. No. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the wrong animation. No, I'm thinking of Aaron's animation the open letter to video game companies.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
And it's the one bit at the end where he just goes like, and if you have any thoughts about what I just said, you can email me and I'll ask my parents if I can use the computer.
Yeah. You were thinking of Ego Rapture. That was the video you were thinking of.
Yeah, I was thinking of Ego Rapture, but that's also just fucking it's like, whoa.
Dude, the one that I do like all the time from I make this joke more than fucking Game Grumps even make this joke now. Or just how many times have you heard me just go like, "Oh shit, dude."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
On the flip side to being grateful to our inspirations, fuck you, Aaron Hansen. I keep singing about peen and ass, and you did it like twice, like years ago, and now I'm cursed. Now I can't. It's my tism, dude. Like I'm stuck with it.
I can do you one better. I laugh like Aaron now.
Yeah,
I laugh like 5 different people.
Well, granted, I have 17,000 different laughs, but one of them is Aaron, and that's probably the most frequent one that comes out is Aaron's.
I just fucking wail like a howler monkey. That's just my laugh.
I have 3 different laughs.
I have 200 to count.
I honestly never take note of it, and I'm always flattered when people take note of mine.
Listen. I got the most original laugh of them all. I got the nervous chuckle, but
so it's so famous you named a drink after it.
I did. I named a drink after it.
Did you really?
I did.
It's a really good drink.
It's a decent drink. We had to change around the formula a little bit on the day when I did it for the first time, but we found a good mix. It was pretty good.
Now that I mentioned that I laugh like Aaron, I can't wait for everyone to go back to all the previous streams and episodes to hear my laugh and realize and like, oh shit.
Yeah, if anyone from the Discord is listening to this, I'll pay you like $40 if you do that. I know it's not
find
a lot,
every time I laugh like Aaron,
but it's money.
I mean, we even had the cameo from Aaron during House
that was
Party.
awesome.
Dude, one of the best things I ever spent money on was that.
It was great. We went to Game Grumps Live. I danced with Dad.
That was so
dude.
good, dude. Like, I never get like fanboy really. Mostly because of an experience I had when I was 16. I don't want to talk nonsense. Whereas like I did kind of do that, and it made things really embarrassing. So I vowed never to do that again.
Yeah.
A classic fanboy experience.
Yeah, I try just to be like, because in my mindset, I know that like they're just people.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna treat them like people.
Yeah.
You know.
For me, it also like again. For me, Mega 64 is my big one here. Like I will always talk about them to hell and back. But when I actually met them for the first time on their first live tour they did, I flubbed my handshake with Rocco so fucking bad, and because I was walking up, but I didn't realize another person was walking up too, and it was like, oh no, I just fucked this up for all of us. Holy shit! And the photo of me. What I took with him, you see in my face the like I'm very nervous right now.
Yeah,
dude. It's one of those things where
you've shown me that
I probably have.
I've been fortunate that I don't think I've ever had a surprise run in. Oh, that's not true. There was Ross.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a surprise run in New York. That was fun. But and I don't like to think about that too much. It wasn't that cringy. I just didn't really look great for the photo. What I was gonna say is like I've been fortunate that most of the time when I do end up speaking with someone that I am a bit of a fan of, it has been in a controlled instance where I was fully aware that I was going to talk to them, and didn't have a sudden like I gotta get a picture with them. Like I was online to meet. Like usually it's like okay, so Amelie I met at NYC, and I was like that was probably the one that I was a little like jittery about because I didn't really have a lot prepared in terms beyond like I really like your music, your covers and stuff like that.
Wait, you met the Scuff Queen herself?
Yeah. I think this was right when she started doing Monarch, like right when she had introduced herself as Monarch as VTubing.
Mhm.
But then I also got to interview Mike Pollock for a Sonic Adventure 3 fan group that I hate that interview. I hate it, but it did get me in touch with Mike Pollock, who then very kindly gave advice to how to get into voice acting on a personal like post on Facebook that I did.
Yeah.
It's wild. I do see posts from Jason Griffith as well from the same group, so it's honestly I've been very lucky to be in a position. I will say some other choice moments of like fan stuff, like meeting Christina V was really cool.
That was
fuck you, Steve.
Yeah, fuck you,
fuck
dude.
up.
I
will forever hate
hold on
you for that.
Listen, Steve. You just have to go to Anime New York City.
I wanna
Oh, what's stopping you?
work and money.
Money.
Yeah, that's fair.
You got 5 months, Steve.
No, she'll be there this time.
She's there like every year, isn't she?
Yeah, but Matt Mercer will be.
Yeah, Matt Mercer will also be there.
Well, now I have to go.
And Alex Lee. That one was just announced.
Yeah, Alex.
Oh, really?
Lee was just
Shit,
announced,
now I
too.
have to
Yeah.
go.
Literally the entire Critical Role crew is going to be there.
Now I have to go. I love that.
we're
Steve.
bankrupting
You know
Steve
who
live.
we just like keep going. We're like, you know who else is going to be there, Steve? Rainbow Dash is going to be there.
You know who else is going to be there,
Not-
Steve?
not-
Sonic himself.
Yeah, not the voice, like the character.
God
Bro,
himself
you know
is going to be there.
You know?
No, don't say that. Then Steve won't want to go.
Okay.
No, Steve, forget that. You know who will be there? Hollow Knight. No, I do want to go up to. I do want to meet Matt Mercer just so I can have him say, "Where can I buy a phone?" in his Vincent voice.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
I don't
can I
think
buy
we're
a
gonna get
phone?
a redub at any point of.
No, but like I just
Abbott
want to hear him
Children.
say it.
I want to hear him say it because no other
Where can I buy a
chance.
phone?
Where can I buy a phone?
That shit, dude.
If this was 5 years ago, I would have asked him to say it's high noon.
Yeah.
This is true. But who likes Overwatch anymore?
Yeah.
I don't mean to buzzkill, but I think it's time we wrap
It is-
wrap this shit.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
I
we
agree.
got complete sidetrack.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you everybody for joining us on this episode. There was a lot of laughs, a lot of arguing, a lot of emotional stuff.
Sorry about the mic clipping.
It's okay. I definitely clipped a few times too.
Mostly to Lucas. I apologize.
Yeah. Same here. But yeah. That's it for the episode. So I'm Steve. I have a YouTube channel called Chase64 where I make music. Sometimes I make videos on video games. Sometimes, and I make any just content in general. Sometimes. So you can check that out if you want. You can also check me out on Twitter at Chase64 where I post stuff there. Yeah.
I'm Pete. I'm on the channel all the time. Been here for a while. I go by Days for Days on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. I do art. It's okay. I have my commissions open. Kofi.com/daysfordays. You can commission me right now. Prices are all there. It's in the link to it is in the description below. I also have a Twitch. I'm not currently streaming anything. But when something comes out that I'm super excited to play, you will see me streaming it. I would say maybe Mario, but I'm probably gonna end up streaming that with GCN. So that's probably not gonna be streamed by me personally. So I don't know what the next stream is gonna be from my end personally. Who knows? But you can follow me on Twitch anyway. I have a lot of my VODs from past streams there. I streamed all of FF7 Rebirth. The VODs are on there. I streamed the data fights that we're doing now for GCN in Kingdom Hearts 3. I did them when they came out on critical mode, and that is all on there as well. And also the FF16 DLC I just streamed. That is also both the VODs of that are on there. So you can go to my Twitch right now and follow me. Days for Days. That's my shit.
How's it going, guys? My name's Lucas. I'm the humble little host of the YouTube channel called Pal Pop. You can find me there. I do streams, usually 2 streams a week. By the time this airs, I should be playing Sandland and Sly 2 currently. I also have a Twitter at @LScribbleShack where I post art. Recently posted a picture of Glitch Trap based on Help Wanted 2, if you want to check that out. There's also a Powpop Twitter at Powpop. And there's some stuff on the horizon right now, but I gotta just kind of work on it first, so be on the lookout.
Hello, everybody. This is Brandon, aka Capri. You can find me on Twitter. I'm not calling it the other name. Never would in my goddamn life. You can find me on Twitter at SoulCrow1. You will also see me on this channel more often when a certain game that the channel is going to be playing. I can't wait. I'm honestly, I'm just gonna give you a hint because this is honestly gonna be fun. For the glory of mankind, we are going to have a lot of fun. And yeah, you'll see me more often.
Hello, I'm Bottles. You're on my channel, watching this right now. But what I do here, if you aren't familiar, is I play every single game in a series, and I do a review of each game every week. So before, what a lot of you probably know me for is that I did every single Kirby game in the Kirby franchise, as well as went over Kirby Right Back At You, the TV show. And right now I am going over Crash Bandicoot. And also right now on the channel, by the time this goes up, it'll be the finals, but we are doing a poll to decide what the next retrospective series is going to be. So the finals should be up right now. Next Saturday will be the cutoff date for the voting, so you will be able to choose what the next retrospective is going to be. And it's going to be really fun, no matter if it's... Right now, only the semifinals are up, so it's between Metal Gear, Sonic, Mario, and Five Nights at Freddy's. So you can vote on whether or not whatever's in the finals is, and then I'll do that retrospective. But I also stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know what I'll be playing at this moment, but I stream 3 times a week. I just kind of like chill out, do challenges. Most of the time I just play through a game. We can just chill, hang out together. I answer any questions that you guys have, or we could just talk about what's going on in gaming in that moment.
Hell yeah.
That's about it for me, Chief.
All right.
How do we say goodbye?
Just like that. You did it. Good job.
Oh my! Can you put it up on the fridge?
Can you?
Oh yeah, you can. Watch this.
This is really tricky to do with one hand. I am not a fan of this. Hey, what are you doing down there? I really just need like one piece of tape. Why do I do this with one fucking hand, man? It's just one piece of tape, please. Thank you.